It's gonna be a good time. One lap is Joker lap, not out lap, not last lap, not first lap. Lap, 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 lap,
How many times can we say lap?
lap. Lanolin? Lanolin? That a sheep's wool?
And here we go.
I hear horns a honking. I hear those horns a honking. They're coming round Monza. Here we go. And go, go, go! Where we're off. Josh Moment taking it with the lead. We see some action further back, side by side. Vetterdan tucks in as they come into turn one. Can they scrub enough speed off? Little wiggly from Stiggy there. Running wide, keeps it on the track. Well done, Josh Moment, keeping a tight line. And further back, Vetterdan goes off. Vetterdan has lost it. We're going into the first chicane. Everybody else seems clean and good, as our good friend Claude Genius Gaming would say, line astern for Vetterdan. Hopefully we have a replay of that, because it looked violent and self-inflicted. Let's take a look, as he also picked up a penalty, and he just goes too deep. He just goes too deep. Fernando got him on the start, and he's trying to keep up with Fernando, trying to correct it. Unfortunately, taps the wall, picks up a penalty. You hate to see it.
He almost caught it. He had like 3 chances to catch it and just couldn't quite rein it in.
If we can go up to P3, Leo is putting the pressure on, or was putting the pressure on. He picked up a 1.5 second penalty, but Fernando picked up a 2-second penalty, and that is looking mighty fine for Mr. BHR Vivas.
Back up in the lead once again. Stiggy is hanging with Josh. Those two are kind of running away from the rest of the field here.
Ooh, Stiggy really now pulling in that slipstream. He's going to go up the inside, but this is too fast of a corner to be able to try to put any move on here, unless somebody has been running the Joker lap. But now we come into the braking zone of the chicane, and Stiggy gets a little wiggly, keeps it on track, and is just tucked in. They have battled through Lesmo 1 in both races. Not quite close enough to go side by side, but I cannot wait for when they go side by side again. Further back, we see Beavis in P6.
I think he lost some spots there. Let's see what happened. Oh, just outbraked himself.
And the reset. Reset's gonna get you.
Yeah, look lost at the 2 spots with that one mistake.
That is unfortunate. Vetterdan really far behind. This is going to be a. I'm gonna give a shout out to Vetterdan if he finishes this race. Most people would be like, nah, but I believe in you, Vetterdan. I can't find a better one. Leo serves his penalty. Medal with the penalty, able to get past Leo. Fernando B. So something happened to Leo for him to fall way off Fernando, because he was right there with them. And
they both had their penalties to serve, but yeah, he had fallen back a bit, which let Metal get by, but now Metal's got a penalty. And BHR Beavis isn't that far back. He could still sniff his way back into this.
Yeah. Stiggy, however, not giving up on Josh. Tire wear is roughly the same. And they are staying together. 2 peas in a pod.
He's got a purple lap going.
Oh, no.
Oh!
And Fernando runs wide as well, further back.
You have to see where exactly he got that. Was it? Oh, it must have been on the first section of that.
They punish you more for the first one. That is unfortunate for Stiggy. Fernando managed to get away without a penalty. He did run wide. Metal with a half-second penalty. Leo with a 2-second penalty. And Beavis with a wall penalty after losing it coming out of Lesmo 1. But I do love on his livery, he has Beavis with a Joker hat on. So he understood the assignment. And for that, I give him props.
Yes.
Josh Moment is running away with it now. Here on the lap.
See, so Metal served his penalty, but has still maintained 4th position.
Yeah, Leo had a harsher penalty behind. So.
Oh.
And Stiggy in P3 now is taking the Joker. He lost the position to Fernando B. Did a nice hop over the cones. And that is our first Joker taken care of. Ooh, Beavis attempting the Joker. And it was a solid attempt.
I think Leo also completed their Joker lap as well.
Yes,
so I was actually switching back because I saw somebody else doing the Joker. I think it was Leo. So I think we have 3 people with their Joker laps out of the way.
Yes, based on Leo's time difference, it was him. Oh, but 2.5 seconds.
He was not listening to your key of the race. To avoid the penalty. The penalties here are so bad.
He came in late. Penalties galore.
Oh, and Fernando's still struggling with the Scary.
Looking like the Red Bull ring. Ferrari in this Ferrari is it's a handful. Because the car doesn't understeer at all until a Scary, and then it understeers, and it doesn't make any sense. It's like oversteer galore, and then you go into a Scary and you're just going straight and your wheels turn. Stiggy not too far behind. And Metal having a good showing.
Yeah, that last race was a bit of a struggle for him. He is right now the top running Corvette.
What he learned last race, he started last and is going to play it out here. He does need to run his Joker lap, but still he's 15 seconds ahead of Leo, so even running that Joker, if he gets it right, he'll still be ahead.
And he's 3/10 up on his fastest lap. And his fastest lap was a 39.2. He may be getting down into the 38s. He's starting to figure this car out.
Indeed. All the drivers on the racing mediums hoping to do the one stop. We may see a couple drivers go medium soft, but based on everybody but Roxanne, I think we're going to see medium.
Looks like Stiggy's lost a little bit of time to Fernando. Fernando putting in some solid times here. You got to wonder, sometimes when you lose that position, you start pushing just that little bit harder to get it back, and then it slows you down more.
Yep. Oh, Fernando with a big slide up ahead. That was a drift and a half. That should play to Stiggy's advantage. He lit those rears up. But no, the Delta is going in. Nope, there we go, on the exit. Stiggy is gaining, but not by that much. Look at that. Woo, he keeps it together. You know he's having fun. Like, you feel like Jeremy Clarkson in Top Gear is how you feel driving this Ferrari. But then it does this. And you pitch it sideways and you giggle and you have fun.
Stiggy caught up a bit. He's still got a ways to go. Almost 3 seconds left to nip off of that time. Metal hanging in there. As we mentioned at the beginning, it looks like Leo and Vetter Dan are now together. We'll have to see if they find a way to work together to try to get their way back up in the pack a bit. Leo on a personal best. Not sure if it's because he got a bump on the straight. But Beavis with that spin and that penalty is him back in 7th.
Fernando's doing a solid job there. I mean, Josh is pulling away, but I mean, it's marginal. You know, one mistake and Fernando's right there with him.
I wonder if Josh has done his... Yeah, he did do the Joker lap on the last one. He had a 147.
Let's see. So Josh...
So he provisionally has a bigger lead since Fernando has not taken their Joker lap yet.
And Stiggy has done theirs on lap 4. And Leo has... He did his lap 4.
Yeah, so I don't think Metal's done theirs yet.
No. It looks like Fernando and Metal are the... Well, and Better Dan are the ones who haven't done it. Better Dan's still hanging on to Leo's bumper. Team PHG, Team Corvette. Ooh, a little squirrely there coming out of the chicane into Lesmo 1. Hey, we're looking good. We're on lap 7. And I don't see any alarming tire wear. The Corvettes are definitely looking better than the Ferraris.
Metal's front left is quite a bit worse from Leo's and Better Dan's.
Ah, yes, you're right. You're right. Good point. Good point. I was going to say Stiggy and Fernando are about the same. Josh having a little bit better tire wear than the two of them.
And that's surprising. Usually the faster driver ends up having more tire wear just because they're going faster. But in this case, Josh has actually been able to hold on to more tires. So he's just being more smooth through these corners.
Mm-hmm.
Not letting the rear end come out. I mean, Fernando's being quick, but he is hanging out that rear end a lot, which is definitely burning up that tire.
Yeah. It is, but he still has Josh in sight. Stiggy can see both of them.
Stiggy's still just within 3 seconds. They pulled a gap on Metal, but Metal's not that far back. He's got 10 seconds to Stiggy. Unfortunately, he's kind of on an island.
He's on an island, and Leo has picked up a 2-second penalty, and that's probably a 1.5 seconds. We'll see. He did lift. Looks like he's going to get away with it. Yeah. Getting away with it, but he still has that 2-second penalty. That is unleashed Better Dan. And Leo is just, unfortunately, going to lose out pretty big.
Yeah, both Metal, Better Dan, Leo, and Beavis are probably all going to kind of be on an island, running their own time trial laps.
So we saw in the last race the undercut definitely benefited the overcut. I'm curious if anybody's going to pit maybe a lap earlier than they did last race. 4.5 seconds. I mean, take pity on the man. So you can see here, he's got the 2-second penalty coming into Ascari. Where does he pick this up? Oh, right there. Yep, he cut. They punish you hard for cutting the first part of the chicane.
He barely cut it. Like, that almost looked like it was okay, but the stewards did not agree. Metal, our first one in the pits.
And there, I think his tire wear was pretty bad compared to the others. But if he can make these mediums last to the end, he takes a little bit of fuel. This could help him overall. Fernando B and P2 just picked up a 2-second penalty. That's going to allow Stiggy back into play.
With Stiggy 2.7 back, they are going to be side by side going into Parabolica.
They really are, and we've seen that it benefits the driver serving the penalty because they're slowed down a little bit more and can get on the throttle that much sooner. You're going to see Stiggy attempt to go around the outside. He's a bit far back. You'll see Fernando should be able to get on the throttle a bit quicker than Stiggy, but no, it looks like Stiggy is, no, there we go. And Fernando into the pit, so it doesn't matter. Stiggy on his own in P2.
Ooh, I wonder how much that was mind games. That was Fernando saying, no, I'm not giving you the slipstream. Because he knew darn well Stiggy was probably going to get that passed on. Having the slipstream down the long straight, it was, I wouldn't say guaranteed, but a pretty high likelihood he would have easily gotten the pass done before entering turn 1.
Indeed, and like we said, the undercut is stronger than the overcut. So pitting a lap early seems to benefit the drivers. We'll see how that plays out. Further back, I notice Leo, who's now in the pits, has a 1.5 second penalty, and Metal has a 2-second penalty. No track limits. Come on, guys. Keys of the race. Keys of the race. I told you.
And that's allowed BHR Beavis to now get up into P5. Beavis was quite a ways back.
Yeah.
And only has he pitted already?
No, I don't think so.
Wow, he is managing these tires quite well. We saw when Josh was running the 177, he pitted after lap 6.
Yeah. Oh, but we're... Commentator's curse strikes again.
And this is where we saw him spin out the last time, coming out of Lesmo 2. Or no, that was Lesmo 1.
Yeah, gets on the green stuff. Why do they put that AstroTurf on racetracks? That it's clearly dangerous. And Stiggy goes into the pit. So Stiggy on lap 11, Josh staying out. Can Fernando B get back past Stiggy? Fernando B with the undercut. And Stiggy comes out of the pits, Fernando B, and it works. The undercut pays off. Well done, Fernando B. That was great strategy. He's got to make it last to the end of the race now. Better Dan also in the pits.
Oh,
Beavis in the pits.
Into the pits. Probably going to do the medium strategy.
And Beavis, great on fuel as well. Solid. He's doing a solid job for coming in cold.
I'm really surprised that it was a night and day difference from what we saw Josh do in that car.
Yep.
As far as tire wear goes, I mean, Beavis is going to be able to do this as a one-stopper. Josh did it as a two-stopper. Josh obviously just feels far more comfortable in the car.
Yeah. And Josh, I imagine he's going to come in the next lap or two based on his tire wear. He's 31 seconds ahead of Fernando, so he should come out ahead. Pit stop isn't that long here.
Yeah, we had mentioned before, if he can make it 13 laps, he could possibly do 7 laps on softs with the lighter fuel load. But it would
I don't
be sketchy.
think he needs to. Yeah, I don't think he needs to. I mean, he gets badass points if he does it, but I think he'll be fine slapping on another set of mediums. He's got fastest lap by quite a bit.
I mean, he's got a 136.3 on mediums.
Yeah.
And we've seen the softs be a second quicker. He could be looking at a low 35 if he could actually get the softs on. But yeah, like you said, it's only for bragging rights.
But and if I know Josh, he likes to brag. So I wouldn't put it past him. I know he's listening right now too. And he's probably thinking of when he can type something in the chat while he's driving the car. to make himself that much more awesome. Stiggy looking good. Tire wear's great. No problem going to the end there.
He just wrote hi in the chat. I also see Papa's in the chat wondering what Leo's up to. Leo's back in 6th. Wow, we got a 3-car train here with 5th, 6th, and 7th. Anxious to see if these guys will try to work together.
And that's because they all keep getting penalties. I've had an eye on them, and it's been penalty lap after penalty lap, and it's allowed them to have their own fun time. Look how close they are. The battle for #NotLast is on. Hey, and we got a gifted membership from Papa's House of Game, and it goes to Ola Watson. Big thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa.
Love to have you here, man.
I really hope we're able to provide you with some much-needed entertainment. Hopefully give you a smile.
Put a smile on your face. And Leo is on the back of Metal up there. Metal goes a bit deep, a little squirrely under the braking. Leo has to back off. Not a clean way through. Tough place to overtake, but now tucking back in. I imagine we'll see some bump drafting here if Leo's able to catch up to Metal. Just behind him is Beavis, so Beavis closing in as well. Good thing there's no chicane here, but they're going to have to get it slowed down for this right-hander. Don't go deep.
Oh!
Yep, I thought that was going to happen. Good save by Leo, and that's going to bring Beavis into play. I was kind of worried that they were carrying more speed than they've carried all race into that turn. Good on them to not die.
That was a heck of a save. That car looked like it was headed for the wall, and he gathered it up. That was amazing. It looks like we have a new viewer. Hot Wheels, thanks for stopping in. It's nice to have you around. We do this once a month, this Joker series. Definitely consider subscribing to the channel so you can come back and watch us do this next month.
Indeed. Metal picking up a half-second penalty. He's going to serve it right here. VHR Beavis now in P6. And Leo hoping to get a position there. Yes, welcome Hot Wheels. Great to have you. Stick around to the end. You'll see us reveal next month's race, as well as we'll promote a few other things in the community. If you're interested in other leagues or lobby nights, we'll be talking about that. And what happened to Beavis as he goes way deep into Parabolica.
I think he just outbroke himself.
Leo 6. Yeah, he was eager. He is happy to be up in front. And unfortunately, that doesn't last very long.
And just before that happened, I was going to say, how about that? Beavis, who was quite a ways back after an earlier incident, had worked his way back up to P5. Vetter Dan is up in P4 still after being way behind everybody.
Way behind. I mean, he completely lost it at the beginning of this race. Josh Moment goes into the pits for his one and only pit stop. 28 seconds ahead of Stiggy. I've got my eyes on Stiggy. We're looking at Josh Moment. Stiggy's coming around Parabolica right now. Josh Moment in the pits. He is coming out of the pits. And there's Stiggy in the background. No, Josh Moment able to keep it, but the gap has shrunk quite a bit. And this brings Stiggy back into play. If Josh Moment gets a penalty, if he has an off, that is Stiggy right there to play. Stiggy coming in solid again in race 2.
But Josh did come out on racing soft tires. So it's going to be a pretty tall order for Stiggy to stay with him. With that said, he does have a 10-second gap to Fernando.
He does. Going back, the battle is still with Leo and Beavis. Vetterdan in no man's land.
Oh.
Good place to be as Leo goes wide. Can he keep it straight? Keep it straight, Leo. That's my boy. That's my boy right there.
Holy, that was another save. Leo having to be up on the wheel to keep that car from going in the wall. Let's see that again.
No bias at all, but Leo's awesome.
My God, Leo. If you could just not wiggle the car, you'd be faster.
Look at him. He gets on the green stuff. There you go, the AstroTurf. Woo! Nicely done, and that puts Beavis ahead. Not too far ahead, though. Leo's still well within the slipstream, and Metal just there behind.
Oh, and Beavis with a 3-second penalty.
Oh, my goodness, Beavis. Come on, boy. That is not good. Up front, Stiggy is still only 3 seconds off of Josh Moment. He is doing a good job holding on. We'll see some more tire wear from Josh towards the end of this stint, so I am not counting Stiggy out at all.
Yeah, if Stiggy can hang with him while Josh is on the fresh softs, yeah, you know darn well once we get to the last 2 laps, you know, those times for Josh will definitely come down. Whether or not Stiggy will still be fresh enough to start closing that gap, you know, as our friend Toon says, only time will tell.
My time will tell. Anything can and will happen.
Another Toonism.
Another Toonism. Tell I've been working with that guy for, gosh, what, 2.5 years? It's crazy how time flies.
Man, you're not wrong. The battle for #NotLast is still raging. It looks like Leo is just ahead of the slipstream range for now.
Thank you for liking and subscribing, Hot Wheels. Salamander does a great job putting on this production. This was his idea, the Joker series. I'm grateful to be a part of it. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Thanks for hitting those buttons, man. We appreciate it. We hope to see you a lot in the future. Make sure to check out the link that we have pinned in the chat. It's got a lot more information on the Joker series. Let's see what happened with Metal.
I think he just went too deep. We'll take a look at it. Coming into Lesmo 1. Yep. Lesmo, I have no issue with Lesmo 2. I know we were talking earlier this week, and you were talking about Lesmo 2. I have no problem with that. Lesmo 1, it's the late apexes I struggle with. And I think Lesmo 1 is the prime example. And you can't hit it early because there's a wall there. So you just get put off. And Leo with a 1.5 second penalty.
And Beavis is only 1.5 seconds back.
Yeah.
So Beavis had a 3-second penalty, which gave Leo P5, but now Leo's about to hand it back. Unless he can pull further away, but it looks like Beavis is actually using that slipstream, closing in. Was closing in until we hit turn 1. That Corvette is the fastest one in turn 1. If you get it right.
Yeah. For sure.
But Vetter Dan with a 23-second advantage to Leo, but 18 seconds behind Fernando. So having a bit of a lonely race, which when he lost it early and was at the back, we thought the loneliness was going to be P7, but here he is lonely in P4.
Well, yeah, that's what that's what I said. I was like, if he finishes the race, I mean, he gets bonus points because most people would quit after that. But he's stuck in it and played it well, played it clean, got his Joker lap out of the way, got his pit stop out of the way, and I mean, coming in P4, that ain't bad. Let's see what happens here with Beavis as Leo is about to serve his penalty.
Yeah, 1.6
Leo's penalty
seconds
being served. Yep, but we'll see on the straight now because Leo's going to have an easier time slowing it down. And look how quickly he's on the throttle behind. He's already chomping at the bit. You're just able to get on the gas that much quicker when you're going into Parabolica slower.
And he's got better tires.
Yeah.
Beavis has chewed up those tires.
I don't think he'll go for it into turn 1, obviously, but I think going into turn 2, 3, 4, the chicane, he might think about it as he goes around the outside. Keep it on the track. He keeps it on the track. Very nice. And coming into the braking zone, he tucks in behind. Doesn't force the issue, so a little bit of teamwork, I might think.
Yeah, we have less than, or no, we have just a little over 2 laps remaining. There's time to get this moved on. Oh, and Beavis gets a half-second penalty.
And Josh Moment got our attention in the chat. He just put down a 135.379. So,
you know, that's what we were expecting. He had a 136.3 before he switched to soft, so.
And Stiggy comes in, stop texting and driving. How do these people manage to type or move their feet? That's how I feel old. You know how I know I'm getting old? I can't do that. Leo, now 2-second penalty. Not serving it on this lap.
I was just going to say, he got this pass done before Beavis served the penalty, but then got himself a penalty on that last turn. Got it right at the end.
You saw him cut it.
Oh, these guys are their own worst enemy.
Stiggy, though, has kept it under 10 seconds with Josh Moment. And that's impressive. That's impressive.
Yeah, he's doing low 137s. Even had a 136.9 in there. I mean, look at those lap times from lap 12 through 18. Very consistent.
Yeah.
He still has half his tire left. Josh has half his tire left as well, and they're on the final lap. And he's clearly texting and driving again. We saw his hazards on.
And Stiggy has less fuel than Josh, so his car is just a bit lighter than Josh, but I don't think that is going to help. Fernando just chilling in P3, doing his thing. Fernando has had a great night. Great night from Fernando. Vetterdan up into P4.
Vetterdan was 18 seconds behind. He is now only 7 seconds behind.
Very nicely done from the man, Vetterdan. Leo, serving his 2-second penalty, is going to allow Beavis back ahead, and the battle is on. We're about to start the final lap with these two. The battle for P5. Who finishes in the top 5? Is it Leo2443YT_PHG, or is it BHR_Beavis75?
It's like Beavis pulled a gap there coming out of Parabolica. Leo does not have the slipstream right now. With that being said, Josh coming to the end
of this thing.
Wins this race.
Oh, disappointed. Disappointed. Stiggy, well done.
10.6 behind, but a very solid result.
Yeah, that was a great race by Stiggy.
Oh, Fernando here. Oh, I noticed his left rear tire is very dead. That might be why he's struggling these last couple laps. Vetterdan is catching up even more, but 5.6 seconds, unfortunately, is probably a little too much to overcome, unless Fernando spins it, which he doesn't.
On. Further back, Leo has gotten back ahead of Beavis, and Beavis has a 1-second penalty. Fernando finishing the podium. Vetterdan, MP4. Great race from Vetterdan.
But Leo cleaning it up for the last couple of laps. Able to hold on to a top 5.
Well done. Well, we say that. I know Leo, he can mess it up still. He gets on the green stuff. Oh, and he keeps it on. There we go. Leo knows what's up. Oh no! Get across the line!
He went backwards across the line. He almost didn't make it.
He almost didn't make it.
He was spinning a little too early there. Metal bringing it home at the end. Metal had a really good run in the middle of this race. Just some unfortunate incidents at the end. But congratulations to Josh, the winner of Split 2 and Split 3 tonight.
Woo! Josh moment.
Save that replay.
Yeah.
Then let's go through these results. DKs.
Well, BHR Josh Moment found the right car and made it work for him. And the Ferrari with a fastest lap of a 1:35.379. Incredible. Then we have PHG Stiggy, solid P2 in the Ferrari as well. Rounding out the podium, BHR Fernando B, also in the Ferrari. See a pattern there? Then we have PHG Vetterdan and the Corvette. Solid recovery. Big shout out to Vetterdan there. MP4. Leo coming back hard winning his first race in P5 in the Corvette. Then we have BHR Beavis in the 177 Aston Martin in P6. Metal showed some promise there, but he's got the kit livery, and that's all that matters in P7 in the Corvette.